everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here continuing DC Week with my official Arrow review. Yes, I'm here to review Arrow Season 4, Episode 10, titled Blood Depths. Now, of course, if you haven't seen this episode, please go check it out because this review may contain spoilers. But that being said, let's get into tonight's episode of Arrow. Now, first things first, if I have to be so blunt, let's get into the bad stuff of this episode. The things that really rubbed me the wrong way and really bothered the living crap out of me, and then I'll work my way into the good stuff. Now, first things first, before even getting to this episode, I had very mixed expectations. I knew they were going to address the Felicity debacle. Of course, if you didn't see the mid-season finale, spoilers, but Felicity was mortally injured in the last episode, and I knew that was going to be an up-in-the-air story plot that they were going to progress in this episode return. Now, in my heart, in my soul, I felt like, okay, well, are the Arrow writers going to have the balls, the cojones, if you will, to really be so insane to take every single person under the sun's fucking beloved character, take it away, and we would never see her again? Would they go that far? That was my belief. But then you go back to your head, you go look through logic, you kind of think and process it in your head, you listen to your little Jiminy Cricket motherfucker in your conscience, and basically you come to realize that, no, they're not. They're basically going to cop out, and they're not going to show off the fact that they have balls, and they're just going to like, oh, she's okay, she's going to be alright, you knew this, don't fucking lie, don't defend it, you knew it, she was going to live. And basically, that's essentially what happens. In this episode, we kind of get the idea that Felicity could be very up in the air. She has to go through various surgeries in the episode, and of course, the episode continuously flash forwards to the graveyard scene that we saw in the beginning of the season, where who is in the grave. But unfortunately, to spoil everything and basically be a major downer in everyone's party of Felicity fans, essentially Felicity does survive the many surgeries. She does survive the Damien Dark attack. She is not the one in the grave. Who the hell knows who it is? But essentially, it's not fucking Felicity. We can go out on a limb here and say, basically, Felicity's in the fucking green forever. She's not going to be in the red. She's not going to die. Maybe in like Arrow Season 20, she'll fucking die. But as of now, she is in the green. No one can touch her. She's basically Rick from fucking Walking Dead or something. So that's basically where we can go from here. And I kind of like don't like that idea, because as much as I love the Felicity character and I love the actress who portrays her, I felt like it would have been a much more crazier idea and a lot more badass, insane plot device to just be like, she's dead, this is the reason why this fucking guy needs to kill that motherfucker right now. And I felt like that would have been awesome and dope, and I would have been so stoked and hyped for that. Unfortunately, they pull off an Arrow Season 3 on her asses. They completely, pull the rug, from right under us and just say, we're stealing from Batman again. So, Felicity, she's Oracle. Yes, Felicity has become full-on Oracle, and I'm completely pissed off about it. Obviously, if you did not watch my multiple reviews of Arrow Season 3, then you would know that I fucking had a major problem with the Arrow writers and CW creators, basically stealing from Batman for Arrow episodes. It really bothered me. I felt like it worked for Season 1 and Season 2 because they only took elements and, they used them to their advantage. Arrow Season 3, they were basically like, we know Oliver Queen's the Arrow, but no, he's basically TV Batman. And now, it's like, they just went full-on Oracle, and it's like, why do such a thing? I mean, like, once again, it goes back to that original debate of, like, why do the TV and movie universes have to be separate? Why is DC so uncohesive and what have you? But at this point in time, all I can really say is, I don't like the idea of Felicity being this mortally injured to the point now she's crippled and she's paralyzed from the waist down, and basically she has to be in a wheelchair. I don't like that idea. Now, granted, I have seen the teasers for next week's episode, so is Felicity going to be down for the count forever? I don't know. I mean, like, based off certain pieces of footage, it kind of felt like she does kind of use her legs to a certain extent, so maybe she'll have another surgery in between this episode and next week's episode where she'll be, oh, I'm cured of, because of bullshit comic book science or something, I don't know. But as it stands now, disregarding future episodes, including the character of Felicity, I do not like the idea of her becoming Oracle. We already knew from day one she was basically a Barbara Gordon ripoff, but now they just went full on Oracle. I don't buy it. I don't like it. I'm not big on it. I just feel like they completely, just shot everybody on the foot and just be like, yeah, well, we just did it first, so the movies are irrelevant because we did everything first. We did Flash first. You know that movie version's going to be whatever. We did it first. And I feel like, once again, it goes back to that original problem of, like, not having a cohesive story and having two separate universes. But what are you going to do? It's a done deal. It's already been set in stone, so what are you going to do? But overall, moving off of that, other things I really didn't like in this episode has to be the major villain of this episode. Of course, it's the return of Anarchy in his full glory, and man, does he fall fucking flat. I felt like his character was based off what I was expecting from his character in future episodes of Arrow. I was like, oh, he's gonna come back as a badass, because not a lot of people know his character arc from the comic books. A lot of people don't know him, so it gives CW full reign to just go crazy. But man, does he suck in this episode. He's very all over the place. He's very messy, and it's just like they try to do like a Two-Face thing with him, and then they try to do like a Joker thing with him. And then they try to, like, throw in, like, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Green Goblin, Harry Osborn kind of thing with him. And it just falls flat for me. I just do not like it at all. I felt like his character was worthless, completely useless. And where the fuck did he become Bruce Lee all of a sudden? Someone defend this episode or that portion of the episode and try and tell me it's logical from in between the last time we saw him to now that he fucking was able to become super ninja-esque, and now he's freaking, Bruce Lee, and he's super capable in Kung Fu. Where the fuck did that happen? Like, last time we saw him, he was kind of crazy, he was a wackadoo, he was working for Damien Dark, he got mortally injured by Speedy in one of their adventures and what have you, and now he's, like, scarred Two-Face style. Okay, now he's all crazy. But where the fuck did he get the skills to basically outrun every character in Team Arrow, escape very easily, which, is a major problem with Arrow as it stands, but in the context of this one episode, it's like, how the fuck did he, like, escape, like what, 10 times in this fucking episode? How'd that happen? And on top of that, where did he get the Kung Fu skills? Like, out of nowhere, he just pulls out, like, this overly extravagant, like, long-ass, like, fucking nunchucks, and he starts, like, kicking ass, and then, like, he starts doing flips and shit. Like, where did he get these skills? Like, in the Arrowverse, when you get injured, you automatically get Kung Fu skills? I don't get it. I don't buy it, and I don't like it. I felt like his character sucked. His arc is going nowhere. Could he become a threat in a future episode? Possibly, but I'm not really looking forward to it. And the performance-wise really killed it for me. I didn't like it. Just basically everything that has to deal with the Anarchy character falls flat. I don't like it at all. So that's all I can really say on that front. But moving off of basically transitioning from everything I didn't like into everything I did like, the silver lining in this episode has to be the performances. Performance-wise, everyone brings their A game. It felt like everyone was like, look, we're going to kill this episode regardless of how stupid the story is, and they do that. They fucking destroy. I mean, Stephen Amell is Oliver Queen. I feel like every single time he gets to put on the costume and do another episode of Arrow, he just gets better and better and better. I mean, like, say what you will about his future performance in the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, but he's fucking killing it on Arrow, so that's all I can really say on that front. And of course, that goes along with everybody else. I mean, David Ramsey is fucking John Diggle. I felt like he brought his A game. I thought he was phenomenal. Emily as freaking Felicity, I thought she was fucking wonderful. I thought she was just great. And everyone in between. I mean, every single tiny little character I felt shined. I mean, Thea, not my favorite character, but I liked her in what she did. The same thing goes about Laurel and freaking Detective Lance, and hell, even Felicity's mom, a character that's completely unnecessary. I even liked her performance in here too. So, performance-wise, this episode kills. And when it comes to the plot, I guess Diggle versus Diggle, Dawn of Dignito, I guess that was like the best thing about this episode as well. I mean, granted, the Diggle character is really all over the place in this season. Like, first he's against Team Arrow, then he's, with Team Arrow, then he's, against his brother, now he's with his brother. He's very all over the place, the Diggle character, but I felt like it was very justified in this episode, and I feel like the back and forth between Diggle and his brother and finding out why Diggle turned to the dark side, if you will, and why he hates his brother, and why, Diggle back in the day was kind of an asshole, and like he was always ashamed of him and all that kind of stuff. I felt like that drove this episode into a good position, which makes me speculate that is it possible that Diggle's the one in the grave? I'm just saying, after tonight's episode and the dialogue between Oliver and Diggle and, Diggle's character moving forward, and the fact that Felicity's obviously not the fucking person who's gonna die, unfortunately, I get the feeling it's Diggle. That's my number one suspect as of now. At the beginning of this season, my three main suspects were Detective Lance, Diggle, and freaking Felicity. Felicity's basically Oracle, so we can cut her fucking out. And the only people who are left is Diggle and freaking Lance. But after watching this episode, I'm saying it's full-on freaking Diggle. Lance is second. Third, I'm guessing possibly Thea. I feel like that's like the three-way as to who could possibly end up dying and being in that grave. Number one suspect has to be Diggle. But with that being said and done, that's pretty much all I can really say about the things I liked about this episode. I felt like action sequences were alright. Performances were wonderful. The Diggle action was really great. I love the Diggle storytelling. And of course, Damien Dark, always a pleasure, fucking killing it. Didn't see a lot of him out of this episode, but you can tell he's brewing something. He's freaking coming back with a freaking war against Team Green Arrow. So shit will be going down before the freaking finale. But with that being said and done, final verdict for this episode, I guess, has to be a solid 6.5 out of 10. This episode was alright. It was definitely a little tiny bit above average, but overall it was just an average episode. I felt like performance-wise was great. Storytelling was flat. Character villain was flat. And of course, Felicity becoming Oracle obviously pissed me the fuck off, so I really don't know where to go from there. But as it stands, this episode was alright. It was a decent episode. But let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. There's a lot of very interesting things going down in the CW DC universe. And of course, DC Week continues with tomorrow's premiere of Legends of Tomorrow. And of course, you know what, that's pretty much it. I guess shit will be going down, and I can't wait to see. But overall, and also, on a quick, I guess, note, seeing as how we got a lot of very interesting things regarding the CW universe, do you think it's possible that now that TNT is not working with the Teen Titans story anymore, do you think it's possible that Greg Berlanti and everybody else at CW will get their hands on the Teen Titans characters? I'm just saying, now that we're getting closer to the finale of this story in this specific season, it'll be kind of cool to see Nightwing on Arrow. I'm just saying, if they're going to do full-on Oracle, might as well just put in Nightwing, just to at least reference the fact that there's a Batman somewhere. That's just to pleasure me, but at the end of the day, if there is a possibility that CW can get their hands on Teen Titans characters, what characters would you like to see over on CW? For me personally, I would like to see Starfire maybe come out on Flash, possibly in a future season, and I'd love to see, Nightwing, like, show up Green Arrow on fucking Arrow. That would be so badass. I mean, I doubt it would happen, and for me, personally, deep down in my heart, I would rather see the first ever cinematic Nightwing happen in the movies, in a Batman solo movie, but let's be honest, we don't know when that's gonna happen, and if it does, it's pretty much gonna happen a fucking long time from now. So if we get it on TV first, we get on TV first. Once again, just that continuous problem of DC having two separate universes, TV and movies. So it is what it is, but overall, let me know your personal thoughts in the comment section below. With that being said and done, hope you guys enjoyed. Shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jonch12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and this has been Jonch12.